This show is pretty cool. This is like This American Life, but for your
Yeah.
That's actually how we're going to start marketing it. Thank you so much.
This
Wow.
American Life.
Welcome back to None of My Business, the show where we have a guest on to tell somebody's most intimate sex and relationship stories anonymously. I'm your host, Sophia Benoit, and this is my co-host, Kelsey June Jensen.
Hey,
Kelsey,
Sophia.
I love that you do that. You're good at mirroring.
Well, I was a theater kid, and I paid a lot to mirror other people. I was like, follow my hands.
A lot of student loans to just mirror.
My God, the debt I'm in from mirroring.
This week, you and I have been talking a lot about how, unfortunately, this show and some of the things we talk about on it pump men up.
Yeah, they're really getting excited, Sophia.
They
Because
love thinking that we're talking about them on the show.
they do love it. They do love it.
I can't tell those men enough how much we do not intend to pump them up with any of our content.
Yeah,
We don't want them pumped up. We're not trying to be like, here's a guy we'd love to talk about.
love him. I mean,
There's one guy that we do want to, that we both love, that we
yeah.
in a way are pumping up with our content, and that is a man we'll use a fake name for him. we can't say his real name.
It's so sad.
It's not
because
sad,
his
it's-
name. No, it is sad.
Oh, it's sad we
Sophia.
can't say his name.
It is sad because his name has become such like
It's a vocal stim.
it's a
for
vocal
both-
stim for both of
for both
us.
of us.
We're using him in song. We're using him. We're going out dancing tonight, and I'm sure we'll use him in a dance.
Well, I'm sure he's an interpretive dance of his name.
God, he's awesome. He's
He has
awesome.
a very unique name, and it's very fun.
We've never met him.
We've never met him. He is someone that we both accidentally followed on Instagram thinking he was someone else.
Yeah.
And I followed him first because I don't know how to use Instagram, kind of like a grandma. And I saw who he was and that people I knew followed him. And I
Yeah.
thought he was someone I knew. So I followed him.
And then same thing. Like I saw him, and I was like, oh, so yeah, Sophia knows
Sophia
him.
knows him.
We must work together.
Yeah. So we both followed him. And we came to find out that we do not
We don't know this man
him
at all. We both have been like hearting his stories. That's like one of the best relationships I have right now.
It's going so good for
It's
us.
going really, really well. Yeah. Okay. So let's call him. What are we gonna call him? John Zinger Holly.
Yeah, John Zinger Holly. That will be his fun nickname. That's one of our
Yeah.
fake names that we have for people, you know?
John Zinger Holly means so much to us.
Yeah,
I'd love to pump him up.
Yeah, exactly. He's somebody that I'm like, you are, you're kind, you're positive, you're kind of hands off with us. You know, you'll like some of our Instagram
Yeah.
stories, and that's about the interaction level that we want.
Do you know what? I don't mind pumping a man up though. I actually really don't. When things start to get I don't mind it. I'm like, yeah, you know what? Everybody deserves to feel good. But when things start to get hairy, when a guy's like, they say something, they're like, and I know you're gonna talk about this in one of your videos, huh? And I'm like, actually, no.
I think my problem
it's
with
the other thing you said.
pumping a guy up, like I do want men to feel good and positive. I actually think that that's like part of the problem right
I
now
really
with
do.
society is that
I
they're
want them
not
to be
feeling
happy.
good, and they've made it everyone's problem. It's like a whole thing. But it's like I want them to feel pumped up. It's like the consequences of what comes next after the pump up is that then it's a little bit like when you tell your dog you're going for a walk. You have to be really careful when you say that word because you have to be ready to go on the walk.
Mm-hmm.
You have to be ready for it. You have to be ready if you're going to
You
pump a guy up.
do. I love pumping people up though. It's some I have a hard time with it. Sometimes it gets me in trouble.
I think that might be part of it is that some men take it as a romantic
They
a
do,
boost. And
Yeah,
it's like,
yeah.
no, we're like on the monkey bars goofing off right now.
It's like, and we've had this a few times, like when we're out dancing and there's like a crazy noodly guy who like, and I mean that like he is moving his body like a lasagna noodle. Like it is a full thing. And I'm like, oh, fuck yeah. And then we're both like dancing together, having fun. But then I'm like, okay, no, you're having too much fun.
And to defend a man, something that I'm loath to do, you do go over and dance with him and you're like, yeah! And then he's like, this woman's clearly into me.
Well, because they're like, I'm like, oh, that's a crazy head. And so we start going nuts together. And then I'm like, but don't.
Yeah.
But don't touch.
You're like you know what you remind me of is like a cat where they come over and they're like, pet me, and then you go to pet them and they're like, ew, no. Well, today's gonna be a really fun show for us.
Yes.
I'm so excited.
Me too.
We're gonna cover things like bar merch, hidden safes, and performance art.
Oh my God.
Yeah, it's pretty exciting.
Okay.
Our guest this week, she is so funny. She's a touring comedian. She has a podcast coming out called Spaced Out, and she has a benefit show, December 6th at the Largo. Blair Socci. Blair, thank you so much for being here.
Oh, thank you for
Welcome.
having me. This is a thrill.
This is going to be so much fun. Are you aware of what goes on the show a little bit?
Yeah, I am. I'm aware.
I'm going to give you an envelope. This
Okay.
one's yours. You don't have to open it yet, but
I love an
once we
envelope.
get started, you're going to be reading Corrine's business. That's a
Okay.
fake name. Corrine is not her real name. Before the show, I interviewed Corrine, asked her a bunch of questions, got her answers, and you're going to be reading as Corrine today. Before we get into that and get into Corrine's business, let's get some of your business.
What do you want to know about my business?
Yeah, are you in a relationship?
I'm not.
You're not. You're single.
Nice.
Yeah.
You're on the apps, you were saying?
I'm
what are you
on
doing?
one app and I remember to go on it about twice a year. I'm on Hinge.
That's so
But
healthy.
So if
I
anyone
feel like-
matches with Blair on Hinge, don't expect a message back.
Yeah.
no, because this year I have not been active because my brother died not too whatever, and like the first question they ask is how many siblings you have, and I was like, no fucking way.
Yeah.
But
No way.
but I am looking for my soulmate. I am a very family oriented gal,
Okay.
Mhm.
and in my adulthood, my long term relationships have been with comedians.
Okay.
Thank
Are we
you.
giving that a
Yeah.
thumbs up or a thumbs down?
No, I've since come to the conclusion that I don't want to procreate or attach my life to one of these men, even though I do
No.
feel a lot of them make great friends.
Great
Yeah,
friends.
Great
They're-
friends.
um,
Good hang.
Yeah, you can laugh it up.
Yeah.
But yeah, like I'm looking for something different at this point,
Yeah.
and that is a little bit sometimes difficult because I am a really sleepy gal and a sort of a recluse.
Oh, wait. Okay.
100%.
Because my job makes me out every night. So if
Totally,
I have a night
totally.
off, I really
You wanna
want to
be
be out
home.
curled up on my couch and not out interviewing some man, some
They
stranger.
should have like Dick
Yeah.
Dash where it just comes to your house. The date dash would be
I know. Oh
nicer.
yeah, Dick Dash. But I want like the love of my life, and I think I wasn't always sure that existed. Even though I have gotten caught up in some relationships where I was like anxiously attached in those moments,
It
but I've been very
happens.
single for a lot of my life, and I've never been driven by that. Even though now I'm like, oh fuck, I can't believe I have to put some effort into this because I really do want a family.
Have you tried have you done a run club? Have you gotten to that point ever?
Kelsey, please.
I know. I
was-
did once. I did once.
That's like the horniest you can be.
I
Or,
know.
like the most like
It sucked.
lonely.
My
you can
knees
be.
hurt.
Mine do too. And
yeah.
I was like, what am I doing?
Were you successful?
I
Like Charlotte York?
No. Well, I followed one guy. He was a comedian, actually. That's why
Ugh.
I know. And so he was like, we should follow each
Disgusting.
other because we both do comedy. And so that was.
I
that
love
was
when you
it.
do a man voice. It's so
I
exciting.
hope you tell me who it is after.
I will.
Yeah.
I will.
This seems like, and I think I might have an answer to this, but do you like sharing your business and or other people's business? Like when you get gossip, do you keep it to yourself or do you like?
It depends. If someone tells me that I cannot tell anyone, I'm not telling a soul. I'm a vault. Like you, I'm Italian autistic girl. Like
I was
if I
just gonna ask
say
if you were Italian.
if-
It's like omerta. It's like just
if I say I'm gonna do something, like I absolutely mean it. I say what I mean what I say. So if someone asks me not to tell, I'm not telling. But if it's just like gossip with my friends, yeah, it's fun to talk about
yeah.
for sure.
Yeah. Like
Oh,
what
for
you
sure.
hear from other people.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
But if it's like mean shit or if it's a lot, like I don't want to be a shit talker a lot because I think it's like very low vibration. So I try to save it for when I like really have to do it.
Yeah.
wow, that's really mature.
Yeah. That is.
It's not mature. It's that I have insane guilt complex and it makes me feel bad when
Ooh,
when
that's
I
a
say
Catholic.
something mean
Yeah.
about someone. Like I don't feel good about myself. Not to say that I successfully live my
Oh,
life
totally,
that
totally.
way.
Yeah.
But yeah.
I do think there's people that you
Yeah.
eventually get to the point where you're like, you always have something negative to say about other
Yeah.
people. Like,
Yeah. And it's a bummer.
Yeah,
It's
like
low
I have
vibes.
moved away in my adulthood from like chronic shit talkers because I'm like, oh, if you're talking shit on our friends, you're definitely talking shit about me.
Oh yeah.
And your like stomach tells you if you can trust them or not.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's just not fun to hang out with too.
no,
No.
it's like
They're
everything's a
bummer, negative
complaint.
people. Oh,
No, and I'm
God,
like,
yeah.
I like that person.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
It does, I will say, just to devil's advocate a little bit here, but
Oh,
it does kind
please.
of suck when you are complaining and someone's like, oh, I always like them. And you're like, wait.
No, and then
oh,
you're like,
come on.
fuck, how do I
Wait.
take that back?
You're like, oh.
Yeah.
My best friend and I, for the like, we differ. Rosebud Baker, shout out, my BFF. We differ sometimes on people that we like.
Yeah.
And we're like both okay with that.
You have to be
yeah.
okay with it because like there's sometimes where you're just kind of like, well, I don't have to like every single thing you like in person that you like. If you
Yeah.
have like
Yeah.
an actual problem where they treated you poorly, then like
Yeah, that's
I'm
a whole
gonna be on your
different
side.
scenario. Yeah.
But if you're just like, I don't really vibe with them.
We
Yeah.
differ sometimes
Yeah.
on who we like. Yeah.
Are you guys best friends?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
I love
yeah.
that.
We
Yeah.
see each other almost every day.
That's
Pretty
so
much, yeah.
cool.
Yeah.
I love
Yeah.
that.
Yeah.
I love best friends.
Best
We
friends
do-
are awesome.
They're great.
They're
You can't
so cool.
stop us.
We've been what, like 8 years? I
Yeah.
can't remember.
8 years
Really?
or so.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's
We met at a
awesome.
comedy theater.
Oh, you did?
Yeah.
Yeah.
At Groundlings.
Are you ready to share some of Corinne's business?
Yeah. You know, Corrine seemed to consensually send in her business to your
She
guys'
did.
great show.
It was very consensual.
So I
want to be
am-
clear, all of everyone's business is consensual. that they
Corinne
share.
seemed to consensually send in her business, and so yeah, I'm ready to rock.
Yeah,
girls.
there was no duress, I promise.
Yeah.
So you don't know anything about the story that you're about to read, but also Kelsey doesn't know anything about the story that
Okay.
Yeah. We're in
you
it
guys
together.
are about
Kelsey
to
and I are
find out.
coming in blind.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Here we go.
And while you're getting the envelope open and
Okay, I'm
getting
allowed to
ready,
open?
you're allowed to open.
All right, here we go, bitch.
I'm going to tell you a little bit about Corinne before we get started.
Okay.
So Corinne is 31. She lives in Los Angeles. She's bisexual, icon. 3 pieces of her business before we get started that I'll share before you take over. Her deal breaker is someone who hates cats. She has a cat, and I asked if someone being allergic was a deal breaker, and she said, "Oh yes, that's not my problem. That's yours."
Wow. Okay.
Oh, that's interesting.
You're
I'm-
anti-cat.
No, not at all. Not even a little. I love cats. I'm just
You're pro.
wildly allergic.
Oh no.
And I'm currently proud to say that I'm being immunized right now, as they have upped their technology from weekly allergy shots to sublingual drops that now coincide with my nonstop travel schedule, as shots would never be.
Wait,
able
does
to work.
Does it work?
I'm only in my first 3 months, and that takes 3 to 5 years. But
Okay.
when I see, someone with a cat, it's like, I love cats, and I try to make a bit about this once because it's my deepest shame to be, like, have some cuddly animal like bring you down to your knees of illness.
It's shameful.
Yeah.
It's so humiliating, and I especially because I love animals, like I'm obsessed.
Same.
Yeah, me too.
My dad's allergic to cats, and so I can't ever get one and until he does the thing. But now that I know that there's hope on the horizon, and I just have to
Yeah,
get
him the
him on
drops.
yeah,
For
3 to 5
Christmas,
years.
He's like, I don't need
He's
it.
like,
You're
I don't
But
know.
you start seeing improvement before that, but like before you're like cured. But I really want to. I was thinking about getting one of those hairless cats.
Oh yeah.
Oh,
yeah.
One thing is, I have a friend who had one, and she is not a person I would say who had like a huge sense of humor, but she casually told me that sometimes her cat leaves butthole prints everywhere.
No.
Yeah.
Like suction butthole.
No. Oh, that's tough.
That's disgusting.
You can't have a leather
It's
couch.
disgusting. It's funny though.
It is funny, and I would
Yeah.
name my cat.
I know I have all
Butthole.
white furniture because like
Oh.
my
Oh,
apartment
shit.
flooded like a couple years ago, and I thought, hey, maybe I should get white furniture before I enter the world of motherhood as like my last hurrah.
That's really
Okay.
fun, but you
Sterile,
probably don't
yeah,
want a butthole cat. Sorry, butthole cats.
No, I might
You
still.
could, you could put like a little pair of pants on him or something. We have workarounds.
That's really
We can
cute.
figure this out.
Genius idea, Kelsey.
Love.
Hey, I'm here.
Absolutely fucking genius idea.
You are really
Nonstop,
firing
my
on all
mind.
cylinders today. Wow.
I know.
Okay, so for Corinne, the craziest place that she has ever had sex is the family bathroom at the Beverly Center.
The Beverly Center.
Yes. Imagine you're just
The mall?
Shopping,
Yes.
yeah.
You're shopping and you're like, gotta duck into the family bath.
I've never even been in that mall. I thought people say it's fake. I know it's real.
It's
I know
real.
it's there.
It's real.
But
I don't
everybody's
know
like
who's
the
saying it's
inside. It's
fake.
like, well, I don't know. People weirdos on TikTok are like, and it's fake. It's not.
I know. I get in on the weird side.
I get in
of
weirdo,
TikTok,
and then if
so-
I watch it too long, I'm like, yeah, I
Sometimes
guess it
Kelsey
is
sends me
fake.
things and she's like, is this real? And I'm like, no.
Yeah.
That's what I do with
I
my best
know.
friend, and she's like, "How would you ever think this is real?"
Well, because they post so much about it, so I'm like,
I
yeah,
know.
you are being stalked.
Do you know
by
that
the
there's no
feds.
barrier to entry on TikTok? You
I
just
know.
start talking?
The internet is an unsafe place for a pure heart like ours.
That is so
Oh
true.
my
You guys are really
God.
having a lot in common.
A pure heart.
I'll ask Corinne if there was something that she had tried sexually that she was either surprised she liked or surprised she hated. And she said, this is horrible and I can't believe I have to say it, but I had a guy suck on my tits saying, I need mommy milk. without any warning. I still can't recover from that. It's so upsetting.
I can't recover from that now. Great. Oh my God.
There is nothing, and I don't understand this because I feel like it used to be like a major comedy trope in like 90s movies, but like there is nothing less sexy than like baby talk from
Ew.
like in bed.
Ew.
I understand that like
Ugh.
daddy became a sexualized thing.
Daddy's a different
That's
though, because that's like
different.
a dumb.
That's
That's like a
different.
dumb
Yes.
sub thing.
Yeah, yeah,
But
yeah.
like that, you
Mommy
remember in
Mommy
movies
milk.
where they always do
Yes,
yes.
It's so
you
like
know?
Jim Carrey vibes.
Yeah.
but they
Yes, or like
mean
American
it.
Pie
Yeah,
era.
yeah, yeah.
Like,
Scary.
That is scary.
I
scary.
just I don't know why daddy doesn't bother me as much, because again I think there's like this like you said, like there's like a persona and it's kind of like popularized, but mommy milk.
That's
I
a
wanna
lot.
Mommy milk?
die.
Wait, hold on. Are you guys in relationships?
I am. I've been dating the same guy for 10 years. So
Wow, God bless you.
God bless.
Oh my God.
one of
Is
us
it-
won't leave. Can't tell who it is.
What's that infographic that I see on Instagram all the time? They must have had to forgive each other 200,000 times to get here. They always say that the
Wow.
amount of times they had it. Whenever there's a picture of like a couple who's been together a long time, they're like, think of how many times they had to forgive each other
What side
to
of the
get to
internet are
this
you on? I love
time
it.
and the
Is
many
it like
of
a minion?
years.
Just kidding.
Yeah, I'm
It's a
imagining like a
minion
minion
saying
meme.
it.
Yeah, in like cursive.
So you're
minion-
single?
I'm single.
Oh, she's single. Yeah.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
and you go on the apps, like you actively do it?
No, I haven't been on since like August. I'm trying to not.
That's not that long.
derails. It's not that
Oh,
long.
thank
but
you.
For me,
That's
for-
an ally right there.
well, for me, I'm going off and
her.
on constantly, and I have no interest in going back on right now. It like
We are about
derails my
4 days
mental
away
health.
from Kelsey being on the apps again.
I don't think we are. I think you're wrong.
I have
And
no-
then Raya, are you on Raya?
I am. Yeah. Well, I mean, not
Raya,
right now, but
Raya, I was like when I got on there, I was like, I don't. These aren't the types of guys I'm looking for. Also, why are you matching me with someone in Sweden? I'm never gonna see this
Yes.
motherfucking guy.
I know.
And then 3, when you match, I like never got a message. Like all the
I
matches I
know.
get, no one messages. I'm like, I'm not messaging first. What's the point of being a girl, bitch?
No, I know, but the most messages I got, well, some of them were like from people in different countries, and they're like, "When are you coming to Brazil or Sweden?" I'm like, "Well, never."
Yeah, let
but-
me check my schedule. I can jet over to Zurich
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
for a DJ.
yeah. It's like a DJ or a soccer player.
I
That's
can't
all
believe
Or
that
they
you're
own a
dating
vitamin
a
company.
soccer player. I'd fly
Yes.
fucking anywhere for a soccer player. No problem.
Ew.
No
Whoa.
soccer players.
No soccer
It's
players?
always no. Listen.
That's like one of the only like.
no
sure.
no professional athletes.
Really?
Why?
You can't. Well, it depends on what you want. If
Right,
you want to be
right, right.
flown around to Miami and just like bought a lot of expensive shit, and then
Okay.
you have to have like 4% body fat and drink and do, and your whole life revolves around their schedule, fine, and they cheat on you constantly, no matter what, and have
Okay.
secret apps. Then yeah,
Have you seen soccer players? Sorry, everyone. Sorry to be horny on Maine, but
Yeah,
they're usually
they're
really
hot. They're
hot.
hot. They never match with me.
They're
back, though.
fine.
So now I kind of
Wow.
hate 'em.
Well, I
My
guess
nemesis.
Blair's fucking
no,
knee-deep
because
in
I know,
soccer.
no, it's because I grew up a like hardcore athlete around a lot of athletes, like my whole life, college, everything.
What'd you play?
What'd you
What
I
play?
was
played
your-
volleyball at UCLA. My whole volleyball team dated the men's basketball
I was
team
gonna
at
ask
UCLA.
basketball. I feel like basketball
Our
and
whole
volleyball,
teams were
They
dating,
coincide.
and they like.
Yeah.
I mean,
it's tall people with nets.
most of them went to the
Oh.
NBA, and then while they were in school, they were treated like they were in the NBA. All of them got
Oh.
cheated on. I was like, absolutely not.
We're not doing that.
Eh,
Okay.
Yeah.
all
I've never
right,
dated
all
an
right.
athlete, I don't think.
Oh,
No,
I'm not
listening,
getting any
listening.
offers, so I'm not worried about it. But I
I'm
will
not
say, soccer
either.
players, professional. If you're
Yeah.
listening,
That's
We're
because you're in
open,
that's because
okay?
you're in
We're
a
open to
nice like long term relationship. It's always you bitches that are like, yeah, an NBA a rapper seems fun, you know.
Yeah.
And then you're like, oh my god, my whole
Oh,
life
sorry,
just
I love
descended
art.
into the hell
Yeah.
from this evil
I don't
man.
think there's
Yeah,
actually
yeah.
a career that doesn't have cheaters, though. Is I guess my thesis. Like you're not like, oh, kindergarten art teacher.
Maybe that seems safe.
Everyone thinks that. Next thing you know, you're getting cheated on by a guy named Ted who like has colored pencils in his pockets.
Look,
It's like,
that's true.
sadder.
That is true, but
You
a
guys,
basketball or rapper
That's-
is
yeah,
a
we're getting
higher.
cheated on.
That's a higher level.
Yeah.
are you guys ready to share some of
Yeah,
Corinne's
Yeah,
sorry.
stories?
yeah,
I
yeah,
can't
yeah.
wait. I can't fucking wait for Corrine.
Okay.
Ready.
First things first, Corinne, what was the first time you had sex like?
Thank you so much for asking about what the first time I had sex was like. I actually I was 14 and I'd been dating my
Uh-oh.
middle school boyfriend for probably a year and a half at that point. I definitely got an early start. I had not started to the build up to sex. There was no fingering or fondling or hand jobs or anything. Sorry, mom, if you're reading this. Oh, oops, I didn't write that. I just was like, I need to have sex with this boy, and we need to do this right now because that's how I can make him my boyfriend for real. And he was like, sure, sounds good. So we both pretended to be sick, and he came over, and we were both so silly and nervous. We watched early YouTube videos, and then eventually we were like, should we do this now? We need to do this. There was no foreplay. We just kissed and then put the condom on, and it was on to sex.
Wow. YouTube was the foreplay.
YouTube, early
Yeah.
YouTube. Like this is
This is a Gen Z bitch.
Yeah. Yeah.
she's 31, so she
okay.
this was early years of like
oh, so
horror,
some weird YouTube
weird
videos.
YouTube, and then
yeah.
no foreplay, like just kissing and then sex.
That
And
sounds fun. Weird YouTube videos and then for middle school vibes. That's great.
okay, so it feels kind of dumb to ask, but was it good?
Let me tell you, ow, owie, ouch. After 5 minutes of that, I was like, I'm so good. I'm done. I did it. It's over. I don't need that. And he just sat there like, that was it. Neither of us came.
Yeah, I can imagine.
Oh, neither. Okay.
She
Not
stopped
even him.
it after 5 minutes. She was like,
Oh,
this
yeah.
hurts so much. Like, we
Okay,
gotta
okay.
call it, ref.
Good for her.
Yeah, five minutes is a long time with no fingering.
Nothing. Like
Yeah,
a
That's
dry
an eternity.
fuck.
Yeah.
And it's your first time, too, so it's like,
So double
ugh.
whammy.
So did you guys ever have sex again?
Yes, if you can believe it. But it took a really long time. We kind of went back, did everything else before we had sex again. We were together for 2.5 years, and eventually the sex got somewhat better. What a glowing reveal. I'd say it got more fun, but I didn't ever come or anything like that.
Yikes.
Huh. Okay.
The bar is in hell.
Yeah.
It wasn't until I broke up with him and started dating my girlfriend that I came during sex. Hell yeah. I mean, I'm me. Yes. Yes.
I mean, you can be both. You know,
Yeah.
you can comment as Blair on Corrine.
Oh, I can?
Yes.
Oh,
You're,
okay.
You're welcome to
Got it,
take
got
the
it, got it,
Corrine
got
hat
it.
off
Yeah,
and put
yeah.
the Blair hat back on.
Oh, good.
Madison.
Nothing I love more than wearing
Switching
multiple hats.
Yeah, I could tell when you walked in. I said, "That's not her only hat."
Yep.
Yeah.
For the listeners, not viewers, she is wearing a hat. Don't worry. Okay, so how did that come about with your girlfriend?
Thank you for asking, Sophia.
You're
I came
welcome,
out
Corrine.
as a bisexual at 16, and it wasn't my favorite experience. It was 2009 and still not widely accepted, at least not among teenagers. My dad and stepmom were so loving and accepting, I couldn't have asked for better. My dad was so sweet about it. He was like, I don't care who you date as long as you get your homework done.
So
Aw.
cute.
That is so sweet.
That's like that would make me cry.
Academic, focus ass dad. Love
Yeah.
it.
He's like, get straight
Do
A's.
your homework.
He said, you can fuck who you want as long as you go Ivy League, bitch. Okay. My mom and I had a tricky relationship at that
Uh-oh.
time. So I didn't come out to her until like 2020.
Oh wow.
Okay. So
Whoa.
okay, so
like 11 years.
dad kept
Yeah.
the secret for a whole election cycle.
Yeah.
Multiple
Yeah.
even.
I lost a lot of friends and a lot
Oh, no.
and a lot of guys were like, I can turn you straight. Oh my God, men are such losers. I had lied to a lot of people and kept it a secret that I was dating this girl who went to
Aw.
a different school. And then we got out, the story was like, oh, Corrine broke up with her boyfriend to be with a girl. That's so sleazy.
Oh no.
This show is pretty cool. This is like This American Life, but for your pussy.
Yeah.
That's actually how we're gonna start marketing it. Thank you so
yeah,
much.
this is so
Thank
yeah.
you.
Oh my God, just tell your whole life. Oh my God, incredible.
Ringer, listen up.
Yeah.
Okay.
This
Rebranding.
American pussy.
Mhm.
Okay, so did you actually break up with him because of her, or was that just the gossip?
Okay, I love how you are making this distinction so that nothing gets lost in translation. Both. It was that's not what I said before. Both. It was time to break up with him. I think he wanted to break up with me for a while too. When I tried to break up with him, though, he begged for me back. They always
Oh
do.
yeah.
And said all the things I wish he would have said in the first place. But I was just so much more in love with my girlfriend. So I was like, no.
Had you been with her at all at this point?
We'd kiss while he and I were on a break. That was it.
Okay.
Kind of nice.
Wow. So I'm not actually sure if we were broken up or not by my last two answers.
Right.
It's
Really
It's
correct.
kind of loose. I feel like they
it's
were
loose.
still.
And so there were rumors flying that were probably homophobic in nature, but
Yeah,
there is
sure.
also some truth to the rumors about Corrine, which is she did break up with her boyfriend to be with
With the Mrs.
with the woman she
Lady.
kissed.
Yeah, Corinne, earlier you said, no, you broke up with him first, but then this answer, no, you said you, okay.
The good news is that Corrine did share with me that her girlfriend did make her come a bunch after that. So it's like, that's nice.
Corinne, what I can say so far in your journey is, I'm just so glad you who cares what anyone's saying? You're following your truth, bitch.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
That
Those are
guy
high
wasn't
schoolers.
doing the job. On to the next.
See ya.
So real. God, Corinne's going to feel so comforted by that.
Yeah.
All right, Corinne. Best
Thank
you
you.
ever had. What's the best sex you've ever had? Thank you for getting into the role.
It's
good.
great.
Yeah, I know this is
I'm watching a masterpiece.
Yeah. It really is. It's
Truly.
Funny that you asked that, Sophia. As part of my thesis, I did a performance art piece / experiment that involved people staying in bed with me overnight at a hotel.
So I'm going to pause here and explain a little bit. Basically, Corinne got a graduate degree where the culmination of that was this thesis project that involved her inviting someone to stay in a neutral bed. So she picked a hotel, and then they would stay overnight, and then she would write about it in her thesis. But it was kind of an experiment, kind of a performance art piece.
So they
it's
might
it's a
they
study.
might hook up. Or they might not.
They can. They
might
might
just like fall asleep and snore.
Yeah, so it's kind of what happens in this bed.
What happens in the bed?
But
Yeah.
it's a performance art piece.
I wonder what year this was because people monetize that shit now. I just saw this woman who said that she makes like $500,000 a year, like sharing half her bed to cuddle people.
$500,000 a year.
Okay, let's
Okay,
get on
so
that
now-
website.
Oh no,
No, hang
no,
on.
no! I'm making money a different way. I'm not cuddling strangers in my bed.
Yeah, I don't want to do it in my bed, but I have a big bed. I'm gonna look into this.
Okay. So one of the nights, my experiment was a person that I had only digitally corresponded with and never met in person until that night,
Oh.
and wow.
So to answer your question, yes,
Okay, so
they
they're
can
fucking.
hook up during
Yeah,
the
yeah.
experiment. So was it flirty before that night of the experiment?
Kind of flirty. Like the banter was really fun. I enjoyed talking to them. I met them on a dating app and we kept in touch. When it came time to begin my research, I thought of them. So I was like, I have a question for you. They had lots of really insightful questions about it. And once it was all said and done, we agreed to get dinner and then go to the hotel together. And we did. We got dinner, went to the hotel, and then we did crosswords, played Yahtzee, and just talked for a while.
The ultimate
hotel
foreplay.
Crosswords pre-sex is one of the craziest things I've ever heard in my life.
Couldn't agree more.
Yeah, and Yahtzee. I feel like I've been in a scenario such as this before. A
And they were
guy.
like, let's play Yahtzee?
We did
I
Yahtzee and
have-
crosswords. Yeah.
What?
Yeah.
And crosswords?
Specifically those?
I'm not kidding you. Yeah. Yeah. It was.
This is like what?
What if
it's
Have
the
you
same
fucked
dude?
Corinne?
It might be.
What if it's the same dude?
Honestly, maybe. He's
Did
the one
he
who
bring
really
it
got
up?
me into Yahtzee. Huh?
I do love Yahtzee,
Oh, you
but
liked it.
Well, at first I was like, "Are you fucking kidding me, Yahtzee?" And then I was like, "Wait, this is awesome. This is really fun."
because you got competitive.
Wait, and this
Super
was, but this was
competitive.
at his house?
Yeah.
Because this was a neutral hotel room, so I'm wondering,
Who
did
brought that?
did she bring her own
Yeah.
Yahtzee? It's smelling
Who
like
brought
that.
the Yahtzee? Yeah. Yeah.
I mean, I don't think it stopped her. This is the story of the best sex
Definitely
she's ever
didn't-
had.
No, it definitely didn't stop her. Okay. Played Yahtzee and then just talked for a while. And then we climbed in bed and kept talking. And we started talking about if being in bed is inherently intimate. And we were getting very theoretical and philosophical about it. And at one point they asked, can I kiss you? And then we just started the most sensual, tender, and loving, but also fun and frisky sex. It was amazing.
Wow.
Corinne, no offense, but you described sex like a 79-year-old woman.
Like smoking.
Sensual, tender, and loving, but also frisky.
Yeah, I'm imagining her in like a cheetah print top.
So do you take notes during this research or do you record stuff? What do you
She's like,
do?
1 second.
I was wondering the same thing. This is Blair speaking right now, not Corinne. I was like, oh my God, I hope is this going down some Epstein filming shit, or how is she like recording her information?
Right.
Okay, back to me, Corinne. I do write things down and save little trinkets.
Trinkets.
Like, I think she means like if
What
they
are
go
we
to like a
talking?
show, she'll save like a ticket, or if they, you know, like
okay.
Okay.
mementos.
And then the next morning, the other person and I would video interview each other. Okay, that's kind of cool.
Okay.
So that must have been a fun interview the next morning after the best sex of your life.
Thank you. It was, darling.
I think
We were still naked in bed together, making little jokes and talking about the night before.
Yeah.
Wait, and that's what she interviewed him in bed, or she was like, "Kate, leave, and then I'm gonna video call you
Still
and interview you."
Naked
Yeah, they were still naked. I think they probably did like sheet up.
Or
sheet up.
neck above.
Yeah,
appropriate
film
time.
from here up,
They're both linked.
Yeah.
She's like writing like this.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
But they interviewed each other the next morning, and I guess they were still being flirty with it. So,
Okay,
Again, this is for a thesis about intimacy. So
Is this in Los Angeles?
the
Is
thesis
this set in Los
project
Angeles?
Yeah, where are we
took
talking?
place all over. And you're going to find
okay.
out more about it.
Oh,
So
okay.
it took
Okay.
place in multiple cities.
Okay, sure.
Okay, so
Okay.
this section's called Last Night Was a Movie, because
Right.
this is a crazy experience that Corrine had. Corrine, what's the craziest sex or dating experience you've ever had?
Interesting that you asked that. It was actually the fall of 2021. I went on a date with a guy named Boone, whom I met on Hinge.
Boone.
Boone.
Okay, this guy's name is I changed everybody's name, and his name is very unusual, and it was very difficult to find a name similar but not like so close.
I think you nailed it.
Boone
So I
is
wanted it to
awesome.
stand
Boone
out.
haven't heard of a Boone in a while.
No.
Okay, so about Boone, he was very hot. He owned a barbershop here in LA, and he was the classic version of that. Lots of tattoos,
I knew it.
dressed in black, greased
Mhm.
hair.
Mhm.
Oh yeah, these guys love intimacy experiments.
Yeah.
We made a plan to meet at his place and then go to a bar together, which at that age I didn't think was a big deal.
I just want to stop really fast. She
At
says
that
at that age, I
age.
didn't think it was a big deal. And this is 2021. Not to call you out, Corinne, but that is only 4 years ago.
So she
So-
was what, like
28.
27?
We got to his place and immediately had sex. We were so into each other. The chemistry was crazy. And then we were like, okay, should we do the date part? So we went to a bar, and at the door, the bouncer stops him and is like, your ID is expired. You got to get that renewed.
No.
But then he let us in. And as soon as we get in, Boone hands me his card to order us drinks while he pees. His card was declined.
No.
Kelsey, yes.
No.
Kelsey, yes. His
I'd
card was
freak
declined.
out. Okay.
So I
Yeah.
had to pay for the beers. He paid me back. And we sat down and started talking, and he divulged that he has been arrested multiple times and has an active DUI that he's going to court soon.
Alrighty.
Unfortunately, these guys are always the best at sex.
Yeah.
Yeah, felons. I asked him what else he'd been arrested for, and he was like, arson.
Uh-oh.
But it's okay. It was an abandoned house in the desert, and nobody got hurt or anything, so you can just like blow up shit. The rest of the arrests were other DUIs.
Oh my god.
Interesting that he had her meet at his house to go to the bar together. I wonder if he is not allowed to drive.
I would assume.
Multiple DUIs, like, don't you go to jail for that?
You should.
Yeah.
I'm happy to go on record.
Did he
Not pro jail, but man, with DUIs, it's kind of hard to know.
No, DUIs,
Yeah.
you are a killing machine on the road.
Yes.
Yeah.
I do not fuck with the drinking and driving.
At
Boone.
No.
Nope.
No.
You are a danger menace to society, Boone, except for when you're in my pussy, okay?
Yeah.
That's the only exception.
The rest of the arrests were other DUI, but we kept drinking. And he was very charismatic. You have to be, huh? To overlook all that, bitch.
I was going to say, like, how charismatic does a person have to be to overlook multiple DUIs
And
and arson?
Yeah.
And no expired ID and
Declined
credit card.
I mean, this could be this man, Boone, it could be a stolen identity. I mean, we don't know shit about this man. And Corrine, this is Blair speaking. If you are an LA native, I would imagine you'd be more outraged by arson as well.
I do think it's also interesting that they've already had sex at this time. So it's not like she's like, well, I'll stay to see if I can like get that crazy dick.
Right.
That DUI dick. But
sometimes when you've already done it, it's like, yeah, let's see what else we can find out.
The damage
We're already
is
in
done.
it. The damage
I
is
guess
done. I'm
that's
here.
true.
What's going on?
Oh my God, Corrine.
wow.
I don't like to judge a woman, but you're sort of like Harley Quinn right now. We kept drinking, very charismatic. He is kind of the host of the party, Great Gatsby vibe.
What?
Corrine, this is where I have to stop you. Okay, I have been extremely lenient. Great Gatsby was a man with a mansion and millions of dollars.
Yeah.
He
not a
was
hair salon.
professionally lauded for writing one of the most popular books in history.
Mhm.
And while he probably was driving drunk, he was never arrested for arson and any DUIs that I know of. I think he just had a driver because he was rich. So once again, those are all the 1,000 million differences between Great Gatsby and Boone. Anyways, he bought us matching t-shirts from the bar with what money? Oh, with a different credit
I put
card.
it in parentheses because
Okay.
I was like, I had to find out too. I was like, now hang on, he doesn't have a card.
That would bring me back. A matching t-shirt from the bar. That
would
be good.
Kelsey.
I'd be
merch.
like, we're in.
Yeah.
A bar, bar merch.
That's insane
You
that
don't
that's
think?
what
Kelsey,
gets you.
What?
I will buy you a bar t-shirt.
Yeah, anyone will.
We don't.
Just
you don't
to
have
make
to do this.
Yeah,
I
Don't fuck
don't.
your-
I don't.
You
it's
can
not that
buy
I
a bar
need to.
t-shirt.
I could.
No,
and
Kelsey.
I have.
Kelsey, this man blew up a house.
He blew up a house. I don't like that, and I don't want to be involved with that. But
If you got Kelsey 2 shots in and a bar t-shirt in, good luck.
I love bar merch. I'm in.
God.
Getting married. If you buy me bar merch, no, maybe.
I'm worried,
Who's to say?
Kelsey. Oh my God, Kelsey, we have to talk after this. Okay.
We're gonna chit-chat.
Okay. We were being silly and having so much fun.
Fun. Okay,
This is
I'm
Kelsey,
in.
I
I'm
know.
in.
Don't I know it?
No, the arson's bad. I want to say it. That bums me out.
You're fucking him, but you have a thumbs down the whole time so that everyone knows that you're
Yeah,
just
the
like.
camera. No, but arson
arson's
really
bad.
bad.
Hate
Honestly,
it.
the arson is
Boone.
less of a concern to me than the many DUIs. Because,
Yeah.
like he said, the arson's
Oh,
an
yeah.
abandoned home, which, like, I'm not pro arson and I don't think that's great. But DUIs are like anyone could have died.
No, that's horrible.
But
that's
I
horrible.
mean, also, we don't even know if the home was abandoned.
Yeah,
You
he's just saying
don't.
that.
You know
What if
that.
there was stuff nearby? It could have spread.
And-
I am not a fan of that. But I'm a fan of bar merch. So.
All right. So what happens next with
Okay,
Boone?
thank you for asking, Sophia. Oh God, we're just having so much fun at this point. This felon is knocking my goddamn socks off. We decided to go back to his place. We didn't have sex again, but we fooled around a little more. At some point, he turned to me and was like, "I like you. I want to show you something, babe."
Oh my God.
We were in the living room and we went into his bedroom, and then a minute later,
he went into his
and
bed.
he went into his bedroom, and then a minute later, he yelled for me to come join him.
Oh.
The bed had been in the middle of the room, but he had pushed the bed over against a wall. Can feel you getting interested. There's
I'm
a
intrigued. I'm nervous.
You should be.
there was a ton of stuff under the bed, and he moved the stuff aside, and there's a safe built into the floor.
What?
Finally, I have one thought of concern. I was like, I'm going to die. This guy is going to show me a gun. And that was your first right thought, Corrine.
Yeah.
I was panicked, but I figured the best thing to do was play along. He opened the safe, and inside was $100,000 in cash.
Whoa. Okay. Breaking Bad.
Card was just declined, by
Card
the way.
was declined, because the government's probably actively searching for him.
Yes.
Oh
my
and
God.
that much cash, I think, is a red flag, as we have seen in all the years of cinema.
Yeah.
I was just standing there looking at it. He looked up at me and started throwing it at me.
He was making it rain.
You think was he actually making it rain?
Yes, he was like making it rain. But
he was
also,
like,
the weirdest part of that is you've clearly organized $100,000 of cash into this floor safe, and now you are opening it up and being like,
So they weren't banded?
no.
Okay.
Where
Loose.
is this house too? This floor
That's what I
safe
wanna
is
know.
really
Yeah.
seeming like, I don't know, some shit out of like a scene in Justified in some like
Yes.
1894.
Yeah.
But also, all of this is like nobody should have $100,000 in a floor safe ever.
No,
That's
no.
weird.
Something really
So
bad
You're doing a
happened.
crime.
Yes.
But also,
Amongst the many other things.
Yes.
who lets you know that they have $100,000 in cash at their house on their first date? That's an insane thing to share with the
crazy.
person.
Well, as we know, what we do know about this man is he is not quite equipped to avoid the law.
No.
he is
No.
not a good criminal.
No.
Yeah. Okay. So he looked up at me and started throwing at me. He went nuts. There was cash everywhere. None of it made sense at all.
I hope she's grabbing. I'd be
I
like,
would be like,
well, okay.
Yeah.
yeah.
that part would be fun.
I'd be shoving
Okay,
it
so
everywhere.
why did he have that much cash?
Well, I asked him while he was throwing it at me, and he was like, I just have it just in case. Every single moment
so
that I was
weird.
with him, I became more and more confused.
Okay, so what happened next?
My plan was, and I always have a plan, just smile and laugh and find an exit route. So I was laughing. And then we were kissing, even though he had all that blood money all around me. Oh, oops, that was Blair. And I looked at my watch and I was like, oh, don't you have CrossFit?
Wait, she asked him that?
Yeah, she literally looked down at her watch. She was like, I wear a watch. And she was like, don't you have CrossFit tomorrow morning? I will say that once you do realize you're in a situation like this and
Yeah.
you I think as a woman, at least I think often it is that like appeasement of like, I'm just gonna go along with this because I don't know that the next thing you pull out of the safe isn't the gun that I imagine.
Right.
And so like I'm gonna go along and be friendly and have like it seem like I'm cool with this.
Like, this is so absurd. I don't know what's gonna come next.
Yeah.
So
Yeah,
that's-
I am also truly, really wondering the coordinates of this house because
I
it
am
does not
too.
feel like it's in a heavily populated area. The vibe.
This is in LA.
I
Like,
know.
this
Well,
is-
I was first
this is in
imagining like
LA.
downtown LA, but if it's a house, if it has a safe, it must be a house.
I want to know if he had the
In the
safe put
floor.
into the floor or if it was there when he was there and he was like, this is great because I do have that
Right.
100K on me.
What is his home address?
Okay, so
I need to know.
so I had the genius, now I got to play the game.
Yeah.
Oh, don't you have CrossFit in the morning? And he was like, yeah, I gotta get up early. I should get some sleep so I can go to CrossFit and pay in cash. We said our goodbyes and I left. At some point at the bar, we followed each other on Instagram. The next day I checked and he'd unfollowed me and made me unfollow him. And I never heard from him again, which is, of course, a block.
Yeah.
What's weird is he did the like block unblock. So like they weren't following each other, but he wasn't blocked on hers.
Oh, I didn't even
Well, you
know
can
you could
make
do
people.
that.
You can remove people.
Oh,
as
maybe that's what he
followers.
did then.
I'm
But
doing it nonstop.
You
Okay.
are?
Yeah. I like unfollow someone. I'm like, and you're removed too.
Oh, that's smart.
Yeah, but sometimes I'll leave them as a fan.
I'm not losing a follower for anything.
I love
It
to lose
depends.
followers.
Oh, same. If I do something nuts, it's nice when you watch it go down. You're like,
I just don't want anyone that's not fully aligned on my ship.
Yeah.
that's
That was
Yeah.
Blair. Okay, oops. Corrine
Um,
again. 2 years later, a friend came over to my house to bleach their hair and mentioned Boone offhandedly
Oh.
while talking about their barber.
Oh.
Was your Yahtzee guy a barber?
No.
Okay.
No.
Not knowing that weird date. I think that was like an attempted
crime.
murder.
Yeah.
And
Quirky
it
little
turned out
date.
he died from an overdose.
Oh my god.
So her friend just comes over to bleach their hair and is like, hey, like my barber, the owner of his salon, this crazy guy, Boone, died of an overdose.
Who has been inside me and
Corinne was like,
through
Corinne
cash
didn't even
out.
know. Yeah.
No, Corinne was just like Boone and then mentioned like, is it this hair salon? And they were like, yeah. And Corinne was like, I went on a date with that guy. And so
Oh my god. Okay.
so they weren't
This
trying to like
adds
be
up.
like, oh, that guy you dated. They were literally just like randomly saying like, hey.
That's crazy.
Corinne, I just want to say I admire your desire and thirst for adventure.
Yeah.
That is really important. A lot of people don't have your sort of joie de vivre, or bravery, courage. And then second, I do want to say as an autistic woman who has purity of perception and tends to believe, my brain makes me think that if someone says something, they mean what they're saying and 100% telling the truth because my brain is telling the truth.
Mhm.
So I understand your plight. I have been fooled many times before. I don't know if I would be fooled like this after someone told me they were an arsonist and had many DUIs. But third, this is why my dad tells me to do wants me to send a picture of every guy that I go on a date with Hinge, and he every
Oh.
single time he goes, "What's their last name? I want to look them up." And I go, "Dad, they purposely don't have their last name."
So that you can't do
Yeah.
this.
Yeah.
It's for
Wait,
Italian
that's so
dads. I
sweet.
like that's why they did it.
But I never look them up before I go
You
on dates with them
don't?
because I hate everyone else looking me up. And then when I get
it.
there, they're like, "Oh, well, Theo
Yeah.
Vaughn, and I'm
Yeah.
just like, I'm in hell."
All right, Corinne, who's the one who got away?
Well,
Mhm.
there's two.
Oh.
One of them was the person who told me that Boone had OD'ed. Can you imagine?
What?
The person
Getting that
told-
news, it just made a boom. It was a love connection right there.
Yeah. Wow. They bonded.
I met them years and years ago. We went to the same undergrad together and then worked together. And then, if you can imagine, we matched on Tinder. And it was the era of like, oh, ha, 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 you're on Tinder too?
Mm.
And it was early on. But we agreed to meet up for dinner. And then we went to a bar. And they called me afterwards. And they asked if it was a date. I was like, I don't know. Was it?
Sometimes you don't know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They were like, I don't know. And we were both quite shy about it. But we admitted and we decided it was a date. And then we dated for a couple months.
Oh.
I felt like I loved them. I loved who I was with them. I was so comfortable. But in the midst of this burgeoning love, they realized they wanted to be polyamorous. the worst thing that could happen to anyone. And I was like, am I not enough? And I took it in a personal negative sort of way. So I broke up with them. About a month later, we reconnected and started dating again.
Wow, okay.
Corinne, you're a wild bitch. Neither of us were good at communication, which I think is what they say the number one important thing in polyamory. Even though we felt like we talked all the time and we really adored each other, I invited them to one of my art shows. They met my family.
Oh.
They met my grandmother.
Oh my God.
Cute.
They brought me flowers. It felt very sweet.
Yeah.
Then later that night, they told me they were going on a date with someone the next day.
Come on. Man, I'd be bummed out.
It's a yikes for me.
Oh my God.
What would you do actually? Like now, me, adult Blair, like that would, because I would say like what I'm looking for, so they would already know where I stand.
Yeah.
And if that happened to me, I would just block.
Yeah.
I'd remove them as a follower. That'd be a remove follower
I would
situation.
block them on the phone with like
On the
no
phone.
explanation.
You'd green text
Really?
them. Yeah. Really?
Well, if
Yeah.
I had already made what I wanted clear, like saying
Yeah.
like I don't want polyamory.
Yeah.
Totally.
If we're doing this, like, and in a nice way, but like you're totally free to do that, but that's just not what I'm looking for.
Yeah.
So if that had been made clear, and then they went and met my family and grandma and brought me flowers at my art
family.
show,
Yeah.
and then went on a date, I would be like, okay, well, they didn't listen to my,
Yeah, that'd be a bummer.
so we can't be together. We're not a fit.
No.
But that's also because I do have like a real soft part of me that if I don't block toxic scenarios, that I could be talked back into it.
That is really healthy. So you're like you easily block. You're a quick blocker.
I believe it's like, yeah, and like not even, I mean, sometimes I'll even warn after a breakup. I'm saying, I think you're great. I love you. You're fabulous. I'm going to block you for a while. And then I'll, just so that, I'm
I
not
think that's
tempted.
mature.
Wow,
And then
that's
I'll
great.
unblock you later on. Unless
I
they
think
were
that's
like
nice.
a demon or something.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm
Okay.
pretty like, to me, once I stop wanting to be with somebody, I'm done. Like I'm not the kind of person that's like, oh, I wish we were back together or
Mhm.
something. Like it's very easy for me to be done with a person. If we're done, we're done.
Yeah, it's not for me. Like I get really, I'm so avoidant. It's so difficult for me to like allow myself to fall and get in a relationship that if I'm in one, like it's like my whole, but that's just how I am with everything. Like my whole soul is in it. So if
Same.
I
Me
really
too. I'm
love
like-
someone, I'll be like heartbroken.
Yeah.
But if it's like someone I just saw for a couple months or something, I'm not going to block them.
Yeah,
It's like if I really need to like heal my heart and get over it.
Yeah,
Right.
yeah.
And I really
Yeah.
am so strongly like, I do not check an ex's social media ever.
That is great.
But because
Can't
I'm
say
like,
the
I'm not
same.
gonna hurt myself. It's like cutting. I believe
Yeah.
it's like cutting.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If you still love them.
Yeah.
It sucks.
Okay. All right. We
All
have
right,
to
so-
move on to Corinne's story.
Yes.
We hadn't. Oh, okay.
Here it
well,
is.
there.
Uh-oh.
Oh, sorry, Sophia.
No.
You
I'm
knew
just
what was
saying.
coming. Yeah, we
yeah.
hadn't discussed exclusivity. Okay.
Okay.
So, Corinne.
Mm.
But my heart was just broken. I broke up with them in a pretty cold, severe way because I was really hurt. We didn't talk for a while, and then about 2 years later, we reconnected on.
Oh no.
Another
Oh,
dating
no.
app.
Not
If
Tinder.
I see someone try to circle the block on the dating app that I've been on a date with before, I click X
Oh
so
my
fast.
God. You've had that?
No, yeah, they're like, you want to try this again?
What?
Yeah, because like I'll be like, oh, like I really enjoyed my time with you, but I don't think we're a right fit for like what I'm looking for right now. I'm like just so honest, but that's just so funny that she keeps seeing these people on dating apps
Yeah.
and reconnecting over and over.
Oh my God.
My hinge prompt was dating me is like, and I said being trapped inside a haunted house.
Ooh.
Corinne, we need a
Fun.
better nerd.
Yeah.
All right. So what happened with Corinne? We got to keep.
Okay, sorry, I just have to say one thing, Kelsey. I don't know you that well, but you have a beautiful aura, and I don't think that the house inside your head is haunted. I feel like it's some sort of beautiful Nancy Meyers house.
Oh my God.
Anyways,
Thank you.
okay, so
That was gorgeous.
okay, so she said dating me is like being trapped inside a haunted house, and then they responded, I would disagree. It felt like an invitation.
Okay.
Oh,
So
okay.
did you guys go on a date?
Well, here's the fucking problem. This is Blair again, and I'm so sorry to interrupt me
Oh, it's
being
fine.
Corinne. But this is 100%. What I have found with men, 100% of the time they will come back,
Yeah.
especially if you slept together.
Mm-hmm.
They're gonna try and go where they've already been and see where they can get in.
They
Okay,
always
so Corinne, if
do.
you don't know this by now, by the time you have come on This American Life Pussy Edition, we need you to know that
They're gonna come back.
because you are getting clipped on these apps.
Yeah.
Okay. So did we go on a date? Yes, I was conducting research at the time. If you forgot, I am an artist, an anthropologist artist. So I asked them to be a part of that, and they said yes.
Okay.
You were a messy, messy bitch, Corinne. It was kind of a leap because we were still figuring out what we were as friends. But that night we made amends to each other and really apologized. Okay, I love that.
Okay, good.
I love that. I love amends. We were honest with each other for the first time. I felt like maybe they are the right person, but it doesn't ever feel like the right time with them. And I still have such love for them.
Okay, so the night that when you guys made amends / did the research in bed, did you hook up?
We didn't. Yeah.
Wow.
We just cuddled kind of platonically.
I don't think that exists.
We agreed. We agreed that we wanted to become friends, and we still are, sort of. We call each other here and there. We go to each other's shows.
Okay, so
Aw.
would you be with them now, or is non-monogamy just not on the table?
I've tried, but I am monogamous. I'm Pisces to a fault.
Mm.
But also my current answer is no because of the other person I still kind of have in my heart. I met a guy in London when I had studied abroad there 2 years ago. I met him 5 days later after I had landed. We had went on a date, and we were like, oh, this is us. Yes. But right before I left, he broke up with me.
No.
Okay,
Why
so
is
how
it?
long were you studying abroad that you were dating this guy?
Okay. So I was there for 3 months, but
Okay.
I met all his flatmates. We made each other dinner. We went on dates, talked endlessly.
Mm-hmm.
Corinne's so romantic. I was
Yeah.
so sure. I was like, I'm going to marry this guy. This is the one. I was studying abroad as part of my research, and so I asked him to participate.
Okay.
Corinne's
It is-
classic move.
It's
Right.
such a good
got
move to have your
research.
research be, we have to spend a night in bed together.
Literally.
Like, honestly, if I ever am single again, I'm going to pretend that I have a thesis and I'm like, we have to go to a hotel.
No, suddenly I do have a thesis starting tonight.
It's about
Yeah.
intimacy.
Yeah.
We got to get in a bed.
Yep.
But I do actually love this flipping the script because Corinne is doing something out of the male playbook of like millions of years.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
You know,
Yes.
she's
No,
like,
it's
actually, we
iconic.
have to go back to my bed because I
it's-
have this really important
taking
reason.
notes. Yeah.
It's amazing.
So, but I was studying abroad as part of my research, so I asked him to participate. But the night of the research was when he broke up with me.
Come on, man.
As he was walking out the door, he was like, "What if we were friends?" And I was like, "We were never friends in the first place." And then he hugged me for a really long time, but it was clearly just for him, not for me. I just lost all my attraction to him in that moment. Good,
Okay,
Corinne.
good.
That's a big step for you.
Wow. Quick.
Okay, so the research is in the hotel bed overnight stay research. I just wanted to make sure when she said this because
Okay.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
It actually yielded such interesting research. I booked a hotel, Cecil, because you need a neutral third space as a researcher.
right.
But he never sat on the bed with me. We were never on the bed at the same time, which felt very crucial to the experiment. I'd noticed that when I was horizontal with someone, when we were both laying down, there was sort of a vulnerability and openness, and that never happened with him.
Mm.
While he was breaking up with me, he was like, wait, do you have enough for your research? And I was like, can we forget about that for a second? This is you and I.
Oh, wow.
Like the Gaga song. My thesis advisor was like, I'm sorry you had to go through that, but it's perfect. And that was the ending of my thesis.
She used
That
him as
ended
the
it?
it didn't end it, but she had multiple people that she was doing the experiment with. And so she picked him to be like the final person chapter of the
Wow.
because, you know,
Yeah.
it does say a lot about intimacy to not sit on the bed at all and not get in the bed with you and then break up with you
Yeah.
during the research.
So he knew.
I mean, he knew because he was there for the research. Like, girl.
Was this one of these?
Bummer.
So this was one of the odd males who doesn't want to just
Hook up.
have a layup. Yeah.
Mm.
Okay, so
that'd be a block.
Corinne, is that the last time you saw him?
Well, no.
Okay.
I went to London earlier this year, and 2 of my friends convinced me to reach out to him and say hi. See how he's doing. See if there's any long-term research areas of interest. But we're back into the research.
I like that her
Okay.
friends. Okay, her friends are a little bit fucked up for that one. To be like,
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Corinne,
Who
see
are
if-
these friends?
right? To be like, see if there's any more research to do. Like, girl,
Well, she must be talking about him nonstop. I don't know.
maybe.
I can see a way
I
in which
know
I
you
would
would
tell
reach
my
for-
friend. Well, I would tell my friend, I'd be like, you know what? Hey.
Oh, I know you would, and I
Of
know you would
course.
also reach back out.
Definitely.
Oh my
You'd
God,
be researching
Kelsey.
left and right.
So these friends, I guess, are a couple of lab coats, huh? Wanting long-term
Yeah.
research. So I did. We got coffee in June. Halfway through, he apologized beautifully. Oh, Corrine.
Okay.
Corrine.
Coffee
Corrine,
in
Corrine.
June.
He was like, I regret everything that I did to you. I handled it so poorly. I was dating someone who saw me for me and treated me with such kindness, and I threw it away.
Oh, it was her. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, dummy.
Okay,
Oh
so
my
how
God.
long had it been since you'd broken up that you had this coffee?
A year and a half or so.
Whoa.
And he actually came to Los Angeles a week ago to visit me.
Oh my God.
A week ago. He was just here, folks. Okay, wait, to visit you.
Well, he has some friends in the area as well.
Okay.
But in the lead
Good
up,
idea.
we'd message here or there, and then I had a trip planned to London because I wanted to give him a copy of my research that he was involved in, but that fell through. And he was like, well, I'm trying to get to LA before the end of the year. And I was like, why? And he said, sun, tacos, hanging out with you.
Oh my
Hilarious.
Okay.
Honestly, hilarious
Yeah.
for him to be like, sunshine, tacos, your pussy. Like,
You're number
ew.
4.
Yeah.
Yeah, my friends are here. You're here.
But this is a little like, I have to give a little credit to Corrine because like she does have a really pure heart. Like,
Yeah.
she said he booked a trip to visit me, but that was like hopeful framing because of her pure heart. And then we find out he's like, yeah,
It's for
no, it
tacos.
didn't happen, but yeah, I'm trying to get out there sometime, maybe
Yeah.
before
Well,
the end of the year.
I feel like what you said earlier about Corinne being a romantic is very true. Like, I do think that
Totally.
Corinne is, like, even when she described the best sex she'd ever had, like, she was, like, very much, like, it was so tender and love it.
Mhm.
There's kind of 2 types when I interview people of, like, best sex you've ever had. There's some people who are like, this was so intimate and I looked into this person's eyes. And then there's people who are like, I was getting railed on a boat. And I'm like, all right.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, all my
Fun.
best friends who are married say that you don't marry the best sex of your life guy.
I mean, again, the
Yeah.
best sex of your life guy is often the DUI guy. So
Yeah.
yeah, don't
Yeah.
marry him.
The
You're not gonna want
arsonist.
to marry him.
But I will say a lot of people like Corrine, and I can see some of my younger self and some of my relationships in her.
Yeah.
That is just so sweet, hoping for the best with people that are actively dangerous and like not taking her feelings into account.
Mhm.
Is that there is a little bit of, well, I've had a lot of therapy as I'm trying to get out of these habits. Like emotional unavailability and picking people across the world and felons, like people that aren't actually going to work out. There's emotional unavailability in you that you're not aware of when you make these choices.
Yeah. Yeah. I relate to that.
Speaking
was
from
just
my
gonna say,
personal
does anything-
choices.
No, totally.
Yeah, resonate
Yeah.
there.
And it does. Hey, I'll say it right now. Yeah.
Kelsey
But-
loves a guy that does not live in LA. Anytime Kelsey
I
meets
do,
someone
I
who
do.
doesn't live here, she's like, I think it's great. And I'm like,
in.
oh, God.
Yeah, because well, also the stakes are lower. Like,
So
it's
much
easier to get
lower.
into something like that.
Yep.
Because it's more casual, whatever. It's not like involving like your daily life. But like, I am such a soft-hearted person and such a romantic
Yeah. Me
that
too.
I had my heart broken so deeply that it made me like extremely avoidant.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think that's where we're at.
We're
I
all
think that's
learning a
where we're
lot.
at.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so this is the last little bit of Corinne's business.
Okay.
So what happened with the London guy when he came out here?
We planned poorly.
Uh-oh.
Shocker. And I had to be in New York for part of the time he was here, but we had a 24-hour date. Basically, if you've seen Before Sunset, oh my bitch. It was that we reconnected in a way that felt like, oh my God, we're doing it right this time, but we only have 24 hours together.
Oh.
He'd read my research in about a day and a half and called me to talk about it and sing my praises. We were
That's
joking about
nice.
marriage and kid. No, Corinne. And now I have no idea what the fuck is going to happen. No, Corinne, you do
Oh,
know.
Lord.
But that's where my heart is. Hopefully we'll meet in New York in May. I have no idea, but we've been staying in touch since and texting most days. He's back in London. Who knows?
Oh, God.
Corinne, I hope
It's
you're seeing other
not.
people. He's definitely fucking other people.
Yeah, please.
Before Sunset, my heart breaks for you, honestly.
Blair, what did we learn today about ourselves, about each other,
Okay.
about Corinne?
I think that we,
Mhm.
as a group, have learned a lot. Okay, just off the top of my head, real fast, lightning round.
Yeah.
Okay. If you see someone you dated in the past on a dating app, swipe left.
Yeah.
That's a good one.
If someone reveals on a first date a serious crime, I think it's polite, and you don't even have to be polite, but you can immediately excuse yourself. I think all women should probably take that as a rule. You are a fearless bitch.
Mhm.
Three, if you're talking to a guy in London and you're not together, he's fucking all sorts of people, especially if he's young. They also drink a lot over there, so they're busy.
Yeah.
So I hope you're seeing other people. 4, I think that polyamory is ridiculous.
And there you have it.
And there you have it.
And there you have it. I do really want to keep our eye on bar merch for you. This is a new.
We're flagging that.
Yeah, we're flagging that.
Love
We're
bar
flagging.
merch.
We're flagging.
I'm
Yeah.
gonna send you some so that it could maybe scratch the itch so that you don't get any bad situations.
Yeah, this could really help.
You know what? I haven't ended up in a bad situation from bar merch yet.
Okay.
I haven't.
Wow.
And then on the flip side, for me, I could stand to be a little bit more adventurous and interact with anyone ever.
I do think it's
Okay.
nice to see that, like, sometimes you open yourself up to a fun experience,
Yeah.
Some of hers were a little, I mean, she was telling us that
Actively putting herself in danger, like every scenario, Corrine, and God bless you, I think you're a sweetheart, and probably having a lot of fun in life and living it to the
Mhm.
fullest. But every scenario that you told us about was the opening scene of a action thriller.
I love her. I want to hang out with Corinne. We would have an insane
I'm
night
not
together.
kidding
I can
you.
feel
Corinne
it.
was like, we should hang out sometime after
Corinne.
after the call, and I was like, you got it, Corinne.
If you have a security detail, Sophia.
Corinne,
Corinne,
Let's
let's go. Let's hang out.
come on. We're going to have a good time.
So, where can everybody find you? What are you up to? Plug all of your stuff.
Oh, thank you so much for asking. My social media on all platforms is at Blair Socci, BlairSocci. I would love to get to know you guys on there. I post all the time my dates and all my shows. I perform regularly at the Comedy Store, the Improv, Laugh Factory, and then I'm on the road. And I would love to tell you about a new podcast that I have coming out next week called Spaced Out, available on all platforms and my YouTube. And if this comes out in time, I have a benefit show at Largo, Los Angeles on December 6th, Saturday at 8 p.m. to benefit the American Association of Suicide Prevention. And I would really love people to come out and support that. It's a really important cause to me. And Anthony Jeselnik will be on the lineup, me, Dan Levy, and other really cool, probably super famous people.
That's exciting. Thank you so
Yay.
much.
Yeah,
Thank you, girls, for having me. This was a time of my life. I love gals.
Yes.
You have to come on mine, too.
Oh, we would love
Oh,
to.
we're
We'll be
there.
there. If you're interested in us sharing your business anonymously on our next episode, or just want to drop us a line, email us at noneofmybusinesspodcast@gmail.com. None of My Business is hosted by me, Sophia Benoit, and my co-host, Kelsey June Jensen. Our supervising producer is Justin Sales. Additional production by Sasha Ashal, Austin Gale, and Juliana Ress. Video editing and production by Kayla Talley. Social media support comes from Austin Gale, Kayla Talley, and Sasha Ashal. Special thanks go to Jonathan Ratliff, Hannah Lakin, John Richter, Belle Roman, and Alea Zaniris. Art direction by David Shoemaker. Motion design by Skull Closet Studio. Photography by Kyle Smithers. Hair by Issa Wilson. If you enjoyed today's show, like and subscribe, follow, or leave us a 5-star review. If you didn't like today's episode, well, that's none of our business.